Hello and welcome to Delta Analysis video. Before I get into the video, quick announcement. Their applications are still open for main league, the lookup league, both still open. Gonna be very fun in my opinion. And there will be a speed tour with the somewhat official tiers that I will be making tomorrow or Friday, either one or both, depends on how long it takes. And it will be this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, 30 or 31st of May. So yeah, that's basically it. Discord link in the description, it will be there. That's it. So yeah, Delta Ambipom. This is a very cool Delta. This is a cool Delta. It's a ghost in normal type, which defensively is insanely good. Not that it's the bulkiest thing ever, but it's insanely good defensively. It only dark, which is pretty good, because pursuit is gonna be gone, so it's not that gonna have to struggle with that at all. 3 immunities to fighting normal and ghosts, which is very nice as well. So defensively, this thing is looking pretty good. Offensively, this thing is also looking pretty good, because there's nothing that resists. Like, there's no type that resists both ghost and normal. Like, the main thing that comes to mind are like Tyranitar, Bisharp, this thing itself, obviously. Obviously, this thing itself too. I don't know what else. Dark. It's mainly just dark and like maybe like normal steel types. You don't hit them. But like generally, you hit a lot of the types at least neutrally. That's very good. Looking at its stats, it's very fast. Its base 115 speed is quite high. 100 attack is not bad. It's not. This thing is not strong. Its stats are not that impressive, but it's definitely not bad. 75 HP, 66 defense, 66 special defense. It's not great. You would really want this thing to be a bit bulkier, considering its typing, but that's not really gonna happen, and that's unfortunate. But it's just the way it is. This thing is more fun offensively anyway. And 60 special attack. It's usable, but it's you'll see that it's usable, but it's not the best thing ever. Yeah, that's basically that. Going into its abilities, it gets Cursed Body, Infiltrator, and Technician. Cursed Body means that there's a 1 in 3 chance that if you get hit by a contact move that you will. Does it have to be contact move? Might not even have to be contact move with the Cursed Body. Let's check. I have it open anyway. Does it have to be contact? It does not have to be a contact move, and there's a 30% chance that it will be disabled after this thing is hit by that move, which can be good, but its overall abilities are generally objectively better, because of they function offensively instead of defensively, and this thing is more offensive than defensive. Infiltrator means that you ignore light screen, reflect, Aurora Veil, I think even like Safeguard, all those things, and Substitutes, which is quite nice, honestly. It's nice to have something to ignore them, but it's not really the best. It's not the most useful ability. Well, it really depends on your set, but I like Technician a lot more, because it allows a lot of very fun options for this thing. As you will see as we go into the moveset, Technician boosts everything with 60 base power or less, and it makes it 1.5 times as strong, which means that base 60 damage moves become base 90, which is a lot better, and that way they can compete with like actually good moves. So that's quite cool. So yeah, that's basically its abilities. Going into some relevant moves, it has a lot of relevant moves. Gets Home Claws and Nasty Blow for setup, physically and specially. That's why I said the special attack was useful, because base 60 is not great, but after a Nasty Blow it's a little good, I guess. Home Claws is fine. I don't like Home Claws as much though. You'll see why, but I don't like Home Claws as much. He gets Screens. He gets Screens to help your team Take hits better, Memento to help your team setup because it lowers your opponent's offenses by 2 stages and feints yourself. Pain Split to recover a little. It's not the best thing to use it with, but it gets it. Taunt to prevent opponents from being annoying. Trick to mess with opponents' items, knock off to knock them off, to remove them from play. Will-O-Wisp to burn opponents, spreading status. U-turn for momentum. Sucker Punch and Fake Out are priority options. Sucker Punch is a little bit less reliable, and Fake Out is actually quite good with Technician. That's why I like Technician on physical sets a lot. Like Technician Fake Out is really good, and also the Ghost Stab is best. The Ghost Stab is with Technician physically, so that's why the physical set has Technician, which is the first set. Also, quick note: I don't have included Screens, Memento, Pain Split, Taunt, Trick, Will-O-Wisp, I think on any of the movesets, but you could run them on the moveset. But it gets too many options to realistically include all of those for every moveset, so you can run them if you want. They fill as filler moves if you really don't need anything else. But yeah, this thing has a lot of possible moves. Physical, because considering its stab combination, it really doesn't need anything besides its stab combination. So it's like the physical is gonna have Technician. I don't think physical should not have Technician. I think physical should always have Technician. Special it's different. I'll get to that later. I have a special set. I'll get to that later. But yeah, physical, Technician, Fake Out, and Shadow Punch is the main stab combination you will probably be using or facing. Fake Out, very good priority option. Flinch your opponent 40 base power, but with stab and Technician, you'll be doing, instead of base 40, you'll be doing base 90, which is a lot better. So yeah, I quite like that. And Shadow Punch is also going to be base 90 with stab, so with base 90 with Technician, and then like base 135 with stab, which is quite good. So yeah, those are good stab options. Low kick for steel types, rock types don't really hit well with Fake. Like I mentioned earlier, Tyranitar, Bisharp, you completely demolish them with low kick. U-turn for momentum, knock off remove items. Those are like the best 3 options in my opinion. Sorry for the cut, but yeah, as I was saying, low kick, U-turn, knock off, best 3 offensive options, filler options in my opinion. Facade is good if you want a stronger normal stab, which you might. It's not going to be as strong as Shadow Punch, but if you need to deal with it's a stronger normal type option instead of Fake Out, or in addition to Fake Out, if you really want that power, if it's for like a dark type or something. I don't know. Maybe on Fake Out. Maybe on Facade. Run Facade. It's not hard. It's just there as an option. Power Punch. It's Home Class, but good. Because it's a Home Class that does base 60 damage because of Technician. And you don't really care about the accuracy boost at all. You don't care about ghost types coming in at all. So yeah, generally speaking, it's just better Home Class. It's good for setup, I guess. Ice Punch, good coverage option, hits a lot of things super effectively. Iron Tail deals with fairies. That's basically what it does. Sucker Punch for priorities, and Headbutt deals with like poison types, fighting types, don't really need to deal with those with 10 Headbutt. Aerial Ace is also there for fighting types, also like bugs and grass types. Thunder Punch for water types, flying types. Aqua Tail, fire types, I guess. Low kick deals with other things better. Ground types, deals with ground types. Drain Punch and Brick Break are like other fighting type options if you don't want to run low kick. Drain Punch heals a bit. Wait, why the hell is Brick Break for screens? Drain Punch is generally just better though. So yeah, I don't know why I Brick Break on there necessarily. So yeah, basically you run Fake Out and Shadow Punch, and then you run like whatever you need to like cover everything that doesn't hit really hard. Like U-turn for pivoting, being annoying. Sucker Punch if something is fast or expect something to be scarfed or something. You can run this with Scarf, you can run this with Band, with Scarf like Trick as a filler option, like Band with Trick, whatever you want. Band Fake is kind of awkward. I like this is a very good Life Orb Mon or like a Silk Scarf Mon. Spell Tag is that boost? I think that boost Ghost. Spooky Light. That I know that one does. So yeah. You can run like any offense fight and really it works quite well. I like this physical set a lot. I like this special set a little bit less, but that's just because it's a little worse. Which is a nasty plot set. I think Infiltrator is the more standard ability, but if you want to get cheeky, the Technician is quite fun too, to be honest. It has a lot more fun than Strong Boost. This thing is a lot less special utility, like filler options. Hyper Voice is for normal step. Generally Shadow Ball is like what you'll be clicking, generally speaking. Hyper Voice is normal step, you don't need normal step necessarily. It's the same as like Facade on the physical. You don't need it, but it's nice to have in case you feel like running it. Ice Beam and Thunderbolt or Bolt Beam is just very good offensively. Focus Blast helps with Seals, Dark types, normal types. Seals, Dark types, normal types, rock types. Literally everything Ghost struggles with. Ghost and everything Ghost normal struggles with. Focus Blast is there to help you. And you don't steal that from momentum. You can run this Scarf, you can run this Specs. If you don't have to run Nasty Bolt at all. But I think Nasty Bolt is kind of necessary to get like any damage output. But yeah. If you are Technician, then you can run like Charge Beam instead of Thunderbolt. It's slightly weak. It's with Technician I think base 75 instead of base 90, which is quite a difference, but it's not a huge difference. Wait, how strong is Shadow Ball? How strong is Shadow? Is Shadow Ball base 90 or base 80? I think it's base 80 actually. This is relevant in a bit. It is. Oh damn it! I can't see it like this. Shadow Ball is base 80. That actually makes Technician an option. That actually makes Technician a genuine option. Because, okay, Icy Wind, it's slightly, I think it's base 55 and it's base 50 without Technician. Like Charge Beam is, so it's just a little bit weaker than Ice Beam, but it does lower your opponent's speed, and Charge Beam has a very good chance to raise your special attack. And then Swift and Ominous Wind are stronger versions of Shadow Ball and Hyper Voice. Like, they are base 60 naturally, but with Technician they're base 90. Hyper Voice and Shadow Ball are both base 80, so they are stronger, and Ominous Wind has a 1 in 10 chance to raise all your stats by 1. So that's getting evasiveness and accuracy, obviously. But that's quite nice. Swift doesn't miss ever, but Hyper Voice does go through. That's actually kind of like weird. It's like kind of like double. Because like if you're running Infiltrator, you're running Hyper Voice. But Hyper Voice already goes through stuff, which is literally what Infiltrator is doing. But if you're running Technician, why would you be running Hyper Voice when you can run Swift instead, which is stronger? It's kind of weird. I just realized it. It's kind of weird. But okay, regardless. Swift and Ominous Wind are stronger options. And honestly, I think Technician is the more fun set because you can mess around with like the bad moves, and you can like risk the 10%, which is actually like it's really funny when you get the 10% because if you're at +2 and get the speed boost and another special attack boost, you're rolling, and you might actually get the sweep with Delta Ambipom, which is quite funny. But yeah, overall, this thing is a fast, potentially mixed attacker with a lot of options, a lot of utility. And it's quite annoying to deal with because the great offensive and defensive typing, and just the coverage to work with that, honestly. It's gonna be weak, that's the main problem. It's gonna be weak. It's not very strong with base 100 attack, but if it was like 110, 120, that thing would be insanely good, in my opinion. But yeah, that's not Ambipom. I quite like it. It's gonna be very fun to use. If you're gonna use this thing, it's gonna be very fun, I think. But yeah, this is Ambipom. And next up, I think, is gonna be the video about the the moves I'm adding to things. If you want to know what I'm adding to Ambipom, let me pull up the list. I am giving Ambipom, drumroll, I am giving Ambipom a throat chop, beat up, scary face, revenge, tail. Ooh, this thing is getting tail slap. Ooh, that's spicy. Hex, assurance, brutal swing, agility, and encore. Uh, Besides encore and hex, I think hex is quite cool. But tail slap is actually spicy. Tail slap is spicy on this thing. Yeah, that's Delta Ambipom. Next is gonna be me going through the list of everything that Pokemon get, and I'll go into detail of everything before Delta Ambipom. I'll go in detail about everything because I'm not gonna do all those videos again. Frick that. So I'm just gonna go into detail on all of those. Everything after Delta Ambipom, I'll go a little less in depth because I'll get into them in depth later in their own video. But yeah, that will be going up hopefully at latest Friday, because then they should all be implemented and final. So yeah, they're all not all are final. Like some things might be actually like really broken now, but yeah, I'll go into that then. I guess we'll see. See y'all then. Goodbye.